secret. I've got to keep the foot in, yeah? But if I want to lift off.
Well, you do want to lift off as well, a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was front wheel drive, I'd say, yeah, keep your foot right down.
Yeah.
In this thing, you're right, you don't necessarily want to lift entirely off, because that could then tip all the weight to the front.
Yes.
But you do need to remove some of the power, because the power is the problem in some way.
Yeah.
So that was actually a combination of momentum and power, because we've gone into a corner fast. You weren't losing it on the exit.
No.
But if you were more on the exit of the corner, then you definitely want to completely remove the power.
Okay.
You know when we spun earlier, that was an occasion where you want to completely come off the power.
Okay.
Because it's 100% caused by too much power. Anyway, let's crack on. So, you were perfect from here before. Remember, it's late braking, so keep going, keep going, keep going. Hard on the brakes down to third. And then over the inside curve, that's good. And then down to second, over this curve. A little bit of power. Across the curve here, you got it. Keep going. Wait, now remember your hands on the wheel. Keep those thumbs in the spokes. Cross your arms right over, and then you'll naturally straighten them as well.
Yeah.
That's good. It just means you're always monitoring exactly what steering angle you're telling the car to do. Keep going, and then brake, third, second gear, a little bit of gas, and then lots of gas straight ahead. And up to third. Spot on. You've got no problems there, you're very good for this section, so hard on the brake, down to third. Down to second. Smoothly turn her in, and then just wait for it. A little gas, and go for it. Close to the inside, a little bit of gas. So we're coming up to our bogey section from last time, but it'll be fine. It's going to be absolutely fine. Keep going, keep going, keep going. A little braking on the white line. You can hold it, you can hold it. More opposite lock, more opposite lock, more. Yes! Good man! Perfect, you were ready for it, you killed it.
I felt it.
Keep going.
I felt it.
That was awesome. That was awesome. So, in the past, you might have thought all was lost at that point, but it wasn't. You're still safe. These guys are, well, I was actually sat next to that guy earlier. I was hoping he'd be better than that. Well done, man, that was awesome. Right, so we'll keep that up. A little bit of gas. Now you know you can rescue it from that kind of situation. The world is your oyster. Just never give up on the opposite lock. Until you've reached maximum opposite lock, there's still the chance of you saving. Hard on the brakes, lovely. Down to second. Well, obviously, we've got some potential to go quicker, but there's a car in the way, it's not ideal. We're going to keep those thumbs in the spokes, so keep them above the spokes, that's it. It just means, I know it sounds trivial, but it just means it's always exactly the same.
A bit of a moment.
A little bit.
No, I like the thumbs in the spokes.
Yeah, it just means you know precisely what you're telling it to do. There's no tiny little differences. Brakes down the third, ease off the brakes and we go, back on the gas again. I think we've got time for one more lap, let's do it. This is all good, same as always, you're only going to find more time here by being even later on the brakes, and even later, so there'll come a point where you can't brake any later and it's going to run off the track. It's not a great place to test that, because there's also a barrier and stuff. We were talking about every bit of the track. You can still go a little bit harder and later on the brakes there, but there's not a lot of time to go. Right, here we go, let's do it again. So a bit of braking, over the white line, a little bit of gas, you can hold it more, yeah, perfect, lovely, and then brake, here we go. Back on the gas a little bit, and full power.
There's so much difference when I started.
Really. One more lap then, let's do it. And I think the car probably deserves a cool down. So I'm going to stay quiet on this lap and let you drive. Nice! Not bad. So if it went any further than that, that's when you'd have to lift off the gas. For late braking, you had the opportunity to lift, to kind of come off the brakes. So it's good that you're cautious through that left-hander because that's a danger area where you can hit the barrier. Nice, well done. Yes, good stuff.
Oh my god, this is
Much more confident in control of it now. Crossover point where it starts to go.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that time there was nothing you could do. We went in too quick.
Okay.
So that was, you were kind of overconfident that time.
Yeah, yeah.
So just bring it back a little bit from that, so it doesn't go quite that far. But you found the limit, so that's it. So as you entered that corner, I was thinking to myself, you'll do well to hold this. Because it's slightly off camber, the right rear's loaded up a bit much. You felt every time you've gone into that one quick, it's tried to spin.
Yeah.
So any extra speed, it's definitely going to try and spin. So don't try and gain any more time there. You've already found the limit.
Yeah, yeah.
So just slightly slower. And your aim now, like from now on, now we've finished, in terms of trying to get the fastest lap possible, is to almost be at that point where you're having to correct it, without ever having to now make a big correction.
Yes.
If ever you need to make more than a little bit of a correction, you're losing time.
Yes.
So, but you found the limit. When it's starting to just move a bit, that's it. That's where we want to keep it.
So there, what, I should have been in slower?
We should have just gone in a bit slower. Yeah. If you've gone in far too quick, it doesn't matter how much opposite lock you give it, you're going to run out of space to save it.
Right. Actually, I think I've broken it down.
So yeah, so you found basically the limit of the grid.
Yeah.
So that's it.
We go in.
So we're going to bring her in this time. I'd say you did a great job there. That was awesome.
I really enjoyed that. I can't tell you how much better I did in the last 20 minutes.
Good. Remember the hand position?
Yeah, the hand position
It sounds
was so
trivial,
key,
but that is like the number one. I liken it to, you know, you can play tennis holding the racket in slightly the wrong place, but you'll never be as good as holding it properly on the racket, like on the handle, I mean.
Yeah.
So just keep that perfect all the time, and you'll never have to think about it again. You'll never see any really good driver do anything other than that.
No.
So that's the way.
That was awesome.
But yeah, you're doing a great